welcome to the channel. It's Tuesday morning here. Not a bad day. Air's real nice and clear, and skies are nice and clear. The only problem is we're in the red zone of COVID now, so things are getting a little bit crazy, but just have to be careful. But today I thought I'd take you to a little different place, and this is a place that I've looked at for about the last 11 years. And I always tried to kind of figure out what was going on out here, or what it was, or what it could have been, or, you know, just kind of left up to your imagination. But it's kind of an abandoned mansion located off the main highway. And like I said, I've been coming by here, well, since I lived here, and it's always been in this shape. And I never really stopped and walked around, but yesterday I thought, well, I'll go see at least if I can get to it. And sure enough, you can walk right into it. So I thought it'd be a good thing just to come down and show you. And you know, the mystery behind it, I've heard a couple different stories that I'll get into later, but maybe somebody knows a little bit more about it. But anyway, I'll turn the camera around and we'll go in and take a look. And this is the entrance right off the highway. And then you come this way, we'll swing the camera around and you can see the entrance. I'm not going to try to get up through that way. We'll walk around the other way. It's a little bit easier. It looks like there's a road traveling out here. I walked the road yesterday, but I didn't really see anywhere where it could have went. Looked like it one time it was probably some type of pond down in here that looks like it's dried out. So no telling. But there's a wall right there, and it's a pretty good chunk of property. I didn't realize it was that large until I, you know, rode around yesterday and looked around. But anyway, we'll go in here, and you can see that at one time there was a nice driveway, and more than likely what's happened is people have come and taken the bricks away for their own use. You can see here where it starts. But it's a monster house. You know, you're looking at, I would venture to say, if you valued the property and the house, I wouldn't even want to put a price on it. The house alone is probably a 10 or 15 million baht house by the looks of it. But beautiful front yard at one time. Looks like they had a patio, but here you can see people have come and taken the bricks and carried them away. But we'll walk inside and look around. It's pretty neat. Looks like it might have had a circular driveway, because this is all paved. And a monster garage. Heck, you could fit 4 or 5 cars in here. Easy. But you can see the pillars. It's pretty cool. Now I'm curious as to what that box is over there. I didn't see that the other day. I'll go look closer. But big garage for God knows how many cars you could fit in here. And then over here, there's a room. But you know, I don't see a door unless the door goes to the back. Maybe there's got to be yeah, there's the door. You have to go in through the back way. Looks like somebody's pulled all the windows out, if they were ever, you know, ever installed. It's hard to tell. This house may never have been lived in. Just sitting out here in the middle of a field. This is probably the living room now. I'm wondering what's in that box. I don't have a clue. And honestly, I'm not going to get real nosy. That is strange. We'll take a look at it from the other side too. But this would, I guess this would be the entranceway. And we've got kind of a living room here. Back here was probably the kitchen. Wow, big kitchen. Yeah, I guarantee it was the kitchen. This is something else. All the wires have been removed. Taking all the cabinets out. I'd say there was probably cabinets up there. We'll look out the back door. I'm amazed this tile is still here because in some places they've taken the tile out. Monster backyard. And it's all fenced in too, or walled up. Spooky. But you have to try to, you think of the different scenarios, and one of the scenarios I think of is foreigner comes to Thailand for a couple of weeks and goes down to Pattaya and falls in love with a girl, and comes up to Chiang Mai and builds a beautiful house, and she boogers off, and who knows? That is real. That's super high ceilings. I'll come back up over there. And this looks like, I don't really think these are bedrooms here. These are just extra rooms. Well, no, it would be a bedroom because there's a bathroom right there. Looks like it. Nice tile work. The shower stall was right there. You can tell from the base it was one of those fancy showers that had the glass door that swung around. And somebody's pulled it out and the sink was over there. And the commode was right there. I guarantee it wasn't a squat toilet. But see, they busted out all the walls and took all the wiring out of it too. Looks like they've even, yeah, see? Taken the wiring out where the lights were. Yeah, you got two nice windows to look through. But the story I actually heard was that a foreigner had built this place with his Thai wife, and they got into a disagreement about something, and here the house sits now. Like I said, I really can't, it's hard to tell whether it was ever lived in or not, because you can't see where the windows were actually put in. There's no holes around the windows. But I'm no expert on all this stuff. But it's, it's kind of strange finding a place out in the, really, well, at one time it was out in the boonies, but it's not now. It's kind of built up here. This road next to us is Canal Road, which used to be just a 2-lane road, and they've widened it and put all kinds of different things in it. There's a little area here that goes down, and I want to see what's down there, and then we'll go upstairs. I brought a flashlight because it looked kind of dark in here. Wow. No wasted space. Thank you for no smoking. No wasted space in this house. Yeah, here's the meter cans. Wires are just all stripped out. Interesting. Well, we'll go upstairs. This must have been the entrance way off the car park. And somebody's pulled the tiles up. So I'd venture to say it was probably some pretty fancy tiles. You can see by the lines that at one time there was something there. So they've come in and gutted the house over the years. But yeah, this is pretty cool, you know? Two great big pillars. Then you've got the road right out there. And you've got a little balcony you can look out. I believe I could handle this. if it was in good shape. I'm still curious as hell as what's in that box. It's hard for me to tell from here. Oh, I'll bet you that's a beehive. I'll bet you that's a beehive. Yeah, we ain't gonna mess with that. Pretty cool. Well, let's go upstairs. When we were looking to buy a house, it was kind of funny. We rode, this was back, 10 years ago. We rode the roads and we came to a location, I can't remember where it was. If it was, I'd go back out there. But there was a move-on that had started, and it was completely empty. It was completely grown up, and there was this great big remnants of a building where they had the office and this beautiful circular driveway that was all overgrown. And it was, it's just like they just tried to, and then they just walked out of it. Now this would be the master bedroom. And then you'd walk out here on your little porch, and probably when the time that this was built, they had a nice view. Now they've got to listen to the cars going by. But you can see that, the size of the property is pretty big. That's not a small piece of property by any means. And back here you've got the bathroom. It looks like it had a built-in tub. No telling. But they have stripped everything out of this. Really, the thing about this place is that, the house right now is not worth anything. But this property here there's no telling how much it's worth. I wouldn't even start to put a price on it. Next to the main road like this, I was looking on the internet yesterday, and there was like 6 rai of land, not on the main road, but kind of off of it. And they were wanting, gosh, it was something like 24 million baht for it, just some astronomical price. So land here is not cheap by any means. Yeah, it looks like they had something going so you don't fall off the stairs. This is really cool. Yeah, there's no way you could restore this place. You'd have to gut it and tear it all down. Looks like a little closet of some sort. And then you've got 2 bedrooms off to this side. And they have a adjoining bathroom there. And then you've got another little porch here. Definitely got some water standing there. Beautiful trees out here. It's really nice. Beautiful flowers anyway. Amazing. It's just, there's got to be some story behind this place, and I would really love to know. Yeah, see, here's a built-in sunken tub right here. Somebody's pulled it out. And then you've got the other bedroom right here. That's a fancy garage, without a doubt. Back out here, as best as I can tell, the property goes to where that road is right there that you're seeing right about the center of the picture. That's a lot of property. Because there's another road that goes back that way. Now, I can't tell, I didn't go down the road, but I may when I go out. It may have been the start of a move-on back here, I don't know. and just didn't go, didn't fly. Phew. A lot of money wasted right here. A lot. But what do y'all think? What do y'all think happened here? You know, I'll tell you another thing that, and I don't know that it to be true here, but if there's a murder in a house, that house will be vacated and it will be empty from there on in. And there's a house in the old Mubon that I used to live in that a couple lived in the house, and they were probably in their mid-30s, and the husband, or the boyfriend or husband, I think it was a boyfriend, was accusing the girlfriend of cheating on him, and they got into a big fight, and he ended up strangling her in the front yard, and then he went to the back of the house and hung himself in the backyard. Now that house to this day does not have an owner. Nobody's lived in it. It's just completely abandoned. Last time I went by there, it was for sale by the bank. But not only that house, but all the houses around it, everybody's moved. And center brick, that's interesting. That is one heck of a fence, or one heck of a wall right there. Now you see the pillars there, I don't see any indication that there was steel grates in there, so it may be a situation where this place was started to be built and then just never finished. And also around the windows, I don't see any holes where the windows would have gone or been put in. None on the outside or none on the inside, which leads me to believe that this house was started and it's never completed. And that's a very good possibility. You know, maybe the guy came here and started building the house and got into an argument with his girlfriend or whoever and just bailed out and took his money with him, and just never finished the house, because it really doesn't, you know, you've got to have some kind of holes around the windows where the windows would go in, or some type of a seal. I don't see anything here. Looking at the doors too. Yeah, it looks like it did have doors at one time. But that's kind of interesting right there. Places like this have always intrigued me. Right out there is a monster termite mound. But the potential of this place, if it was ever kept up and occupied, would be pretty good. Yeah, I guarantee that's probably a beehive. I don't need to get around that thing. I have not seen any snakes out here yet, so that's a good thing. But yeah, it's unreal. Not cheap. We'll walk out around the back. It's amazing. Just, whew. You just imagine living in some place like this. I don't even think I could afford to pay the electric bill. Yeah, see, that fence goes all the way over to that road. And I think it goes past it. So this would be a pretty big piece of property. I like the designs that they use. I'll walk around this way too. Still, I'm watching out for snakes. Yeah, it's a pity they've busted out the walls and taken all the wires out. Oh, this thing was also pre-wired for air conditioning. And that's something you don't normally see in a house. Usually the lines for the AC are run on the outside, but this one was already set up for it. Really first class. Yep. Wow. We'll walk out this way back to the motorcycle. Just watching where I step. You got a story, house. I wish you would tell us. What that is, some kind of box or something. We'll walk down this road just a little bit and see if we see anything. That would be your view going in the driveway if you were driving home. Shoo! Looks like this road goes for a little ways. I walked part of it yesterday, but not very far. Oh, something else back here. Oh, we're going to go here and see what this is. Looks like the remnants of another house. Not as big as the other one. Just looks like it's just totally abandoned. And we've got something over here to the right that might be for water storage. I don't know, we'll go look. But yeah, we'll get a little closer. I'm not going to get too far in the brush here. But yeah, it looks like there was another house here. Interesting. I am watching out for snakes. Yeah, this is definitely another house. Looks like fairly good size too, based on what I see. Oh, and looks like there's another one down there too. I'm just wondering if somebody didn't try to start a village back in here, a little Mubon where they sold houses. It's possible. And then it just didn't fly. But that's a big house right there to build and invest in, and then just kind of walk away from it. I'm curious to see what this is back here. I'll bet it's a water, some type of retaining walls for water. Another place. This is wild. I'm finding all kinds of crap back here. Yeah, that's exactly what this was. I would say. It's definitely not a swimming pool. Yeah, there's another building right here. Go see what that is. It's like a walkway. Huh. This, I'll bet you this is a bathroom. Maybe that could have been a swimming pool, but I doubt it. Yeah, this is a bathroom. Over here. Huh. Yeah, that's the back of a house right there. Amazing to find this stuff just out in the middle of the woods, just abandoned. There's got to be a story behind it somewhere. But by the looks of things, I would say that somebody built this and was going to build houses back here and sell them, and then just bellied up on them. Because there's another road over on that side that would be fairly close to get to. Yeah, that's a water cistern right there. We'll make our way out of here, because I do not want to get snake bit. And it's starting to get hot. We'll get back out on the road and walk just a little bit further. That tree there's seen its better day. Yeah, we're back on the road now. Let's walk a little bit further and see what we can see. We're definitely walking on a paved road. Yeah, there's something else back there too. Wires. I don't know what this would be. Okay, I've seen things like this before, and usually what they're used for is to raise fish. So it looks like he had a little fish farm, or they had a fish farm. And that maybe have been what that big pond was, or that big concrete slab was for. But this is for raising fish. And I'd like to see what those little things are, but I'm not going to get in there. And I think it pretty much ends here. See, the water supply is coming from there, going to somewhere. This is about as far as we can go. But yeah, that's what it looks like. It looks like they're raising fish. And I've seen it, seen this before out further on out. Looks like this probably at one time was a pond. But I don't know what goes that way, and I'm not really going to try. Looks like somebody's living right there getting their electricity. But yeah, I'd say that was wet at one time. Well, let's get on out of here and get back to the bike. It's getting hot. And my tummy's growling for breakfast. Well, I hope you enjoyed this little excursion here. It's kind of fun getting out in the woods and walking around, seeing what you can find. There's places like this all over Chiang Mai. You just have to get out and scout them out and see them and explore them. There's another one close to my house that's another abandoned house, and it's been abandoned for years. I have no idea what the story is. Nice piece of property. I'm sure someday somebody will buy it and fix it up, but for the time being, for the last 11 years, it's been empty and all overgrown. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video, and send me some comments and tell me what you think. You know, what do you think is the story behind this place? I'd like to hear what your views are, and we'll move along. I'm trying. Oops, damn stick got me. Whoop, there went my hat. But I'm trying my best to stay out of the city. Now I may go up, but I'm going to make sure that I stay away from everybody, because COVID right now is really bad up here. I hope that there's not people that are, you know, in transit here, because you're going to land into a mess. Will they get it taken? Will they get it, you know, under control? I don't know. I keep hoping. The numbers kind of went down yesterday, but still we don't know, and we'll just have to wait and see. And we're still at least a couple months away before a vaccine will be available. So just have to watch your step. But anyway, I hope you enjoy this, and we'll see you on the next one.